So they had this leadership Shanga, and His Holiness, I forgot the name of the Maharaj, he started his presentation like ISKCON was thought by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, conceived by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, gave birth by Srila Prabhupada, and we are the one who are ruining it. We are the one who are ruining it, who are messing it up. So originally, so in today's session or whatever will be today's discussion, I'm going to discuss two parts of it. They're going to be the contribution of Thakur Bhaktivinoda in today's life, although he was at least 4 generations before us in this Guru Shishya Parampara, but how his work, his teachings or his deeds are still impacting us. What he did, which is still playing a very vital role in our Krishna consciousness. And second part would be the learnings that we can take from his life, the different activities that he did in his lifetime. So first part is the contribution to the modern day ISKCON or the life of modern day people who never met Thakur Bhaktivinoda. Or how many of you been to Mayapur? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You been to Bhaktivinoda Thakur's home?
Which one?
There is only one home.
No, two.
Which is there near Surbi Kunj. Surbi Kunj was his preaching center, and other was his home.
He was living also Surabhi Kunj.
Yes, that was for the preaching. Okay, we'll come to that. Yes, so he has very, very, very great contribution to our Gaudiya Parampara. First contribution that I have a number of them, so I'll talk about them one by one. First contribution that I think which is most important is he organized the organized preaching. Before Thakur Bhaktivinoda, there was nobody like sannyasis. There was nothing like preaching. There are only very less number of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. You can just count them on your fingers, how many of them were there. And that too, they were mostly, nothing wrong in that. They used to have only few followers. Nothing like organized preaching was going on. And that too, once they take Babaji Vesh, Jai Shri Radha Parisisvara ki, Jai Shri Sai Satyasita ki, Jai Srinath Baladev Subra Maharani ki, Jai Dhrushra Upaya ki. So we all know that there is one ashram system, brahmacharya, grastha, vanprastha and sannyas. The duty of a sannyasi is to preach, to go far and wide. Once somebody takes sannyas, he do his pinddan himself. Then even if he dies somewhere like in the forest or while traveling, so no worries. His last rites has been done by himself. In the fire pit of the sannyas ashram, he just burn his own clothes, he do his own pinddan, everything. Like a sannyasi is socially dead person. But till the time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, but after that, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wind up his earthly pastimes, so this Gaudiya Dhara, this Gaudiya Parampara was strict very much. And many of the illicit or not only Sahajiyas, but many of the up-sampradayas or upvad start coming to Gaudiya Dhara. By the time of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur started, or we would say Kedarnath Datta, his original, before the name his parents gave him was Kedarnath Datta. So when Kedarnath Datta starts searching for spirituality, from his father's side, he got these teachings of the bhakti of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His mother's side was not into Vaishnavism, because at that time Vaishnavism was thought like a person who is dealing with women illicitly, and one who is having a bottle of liquor in one hand and woman on the other hand. So that is what they thought to be like Vaishnavism is. So this was the foreground that was a stage done for Kedarnath Dutt or Bhaktivinoda Thakur to give Krishna consciousness. So he started. He was very learned person. When he was around 13 or 14, he started learning English, and not only he learned English. He learned English so well that he used to edit for his uncle. He has a maternal uncle who was there in Kolkata. He was born in Bir Nagar near Navdeep. Not exactly Navdeep, but near Navdeep. So his maternal uncle called him to study in Calcutta. Calcutta at that time was the capital of India. Right now the capital of India is Delhi, but at that time, actually Calcutta, even in that, it was always the center of wealth and intelligence. Even in nowadays Bengalis, if you see, those who are good Bengalis, those who are not influenced by material nature now, you will find in their homes always there is a library. They're always fond of reading books, and always they follow some hobbies like learning music or learning some art.
Poetry.
Not like watching movies and YouTube videos and all those.
Nowadays,
Yes, yes, material world. Maya is doing her work, but still there are good persons like that still exist. So Thakur Bhaktivinoda, he started organized preaching. Actually, when he learned English and he was editor of, at the age of 13 to 17, he was editor of a newspaper for his maternal uncle. So not only he learned English, he became expert in English. Also, he started learning Western philosophy also, all the other religions also, like what Christianity has to say, what Judaism has to say. He learned all that, and then he used this teaching in modern day ISKCON also. Like from where this word comes, congregation. It is there in Christianity. We like India has nothing to do with congregation. Before I came to ISKCON, I never heard this word congregation, ministry. Where this word ministry came from? This all came from Christian. He saw that they are doing this kind of a preaching. All glories to Jesus and his true followers. I would say true followers. That they, and in actuality also some things in ISKCON we picked from Christianity, like preaching to the scientific persons in a scientific minded way. So Thakur Bhaktivinoda, he picked all those terminologies and he molded it in a way that can be presented to the Vaishnavas to preach Vaishnavism or Bhakti of Krishna. So he established Surbi Kunj, which we all know. There is a very famous, like today we sing this song also. बड़ो सुखेर खबर गाई, बड़ो सुखेर खबर. Surabhi Kunj jete name hat khole chhe. That in Surabhi Kunj there is a very great shop has been established, and what they are selling, the holy name. And there he used to manage 400 Naam Hattas from there. 400.
This is where Lord Nityananda was living.
Yes. So like we used to manage one group, two group, or maybe 10 group, 20 group. He used to manage 400 groups. No doubt, like because he was so intelligent also. He was the highest position that an Indian can get in British government. He used to sit on that. He was the collector or district magistrate. No Indian would have ever got any position higher than that. So he was such a qualified person. So he used all his intelligence skill in the service of Krishna, and not only that, he also sorry, other duties. So at that time, in the times when the Kedarnath is starting to investigate about Krishna consciousness or Vaishnavism, there was no copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita available also. Imagine yourself, like now we are like Bhad Purnima campaign is going on, and we are distributing Srimad Bhagavatam sets, and Chaitanya Charitamrita said. Nowadays, our tension is that who will take Bhagavatam, who will take Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is readily available. You just have to make order and it will come to you, right? But at that time, there was no Chaitanya Charitamrita also. It took him 8 years to find out a genuine copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita also. Not only that, because he was district magistrate of first he was district magistrate of Jagannath Puri. He created a proper system in Jagannath Puri also. Then he applied for the transfer and he came to Krishnanagar. Krishnanagar is the nearest town, or you can say the nearest city to Navdeep or Mayapur at that time. So he was district magistrate of Krishnanagar, and then at that time nobody knew where is the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Like there is nothing like Yogpit or Mayapur. It was just like some forest on the bank of Ganges. And as we all know now, because we are all seasoned devotees, so we all know that after every 8 or 10 years, there is always a flood in Mayapur. Last time when the flood came in Mayapur, devotee used to have, like, anybody who has to go to take darshan, he has to go in the water up till his chest.
Wow.
You cannot do Danda Pranam there. You just have to. So because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in around late 14th century and Bhaktivinoda Thakur was born in 18th century, so it was almost 400 years. And the river Ganga also changed the course so many times because of the flood. So nobody knew, like in the Shastras it was mentioned that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in the western coast of Ganges. But where is that western coast? That, this place has, the Ganga, eastern, sorry. So the Ganges has changed the course so many times. Which was on the western before, now it's become eastern, or which was on the eastern, now it's become western. So nobody knew where the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. But he used his position and he accessed all those archaeological maps, charts to know how Ganges changes its course, how it was up till which place it was there in which year, and then he went himself to search for that place, and he get to know about a place which was the owner of that land was a Muslim, but there was always tulsi, the very large bushes of tulsi always there. And this Muslim also used to complain that no matter what I do, no matter how much time I cut these tulsis, they always grew up. So this is one of the indication that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one first indication was there by the previous charts and archaeological maps that this could be the place somewhere here. And then he get to know about this, unstoppable growth of tulsi, and then he brought one of the leading acharyas of that time in our Guru Parampara, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. At that time, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj was 140 years old. He could not walk at that time. His servant Bihari used to carry him in a bucket or a basket. Yes. And he was so old that his skin was so pale that he used to, by hand somebody has to pick his eyebrow so that he can see. And as soon as Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj came to that place, he jumped out of the basket and started shouting, "Ai to Nimai Janamsthan, Ai to Nimai Janamsthan." So this is the third indication that proves that this is the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born. So not only he found out that yes, this is the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, but he also built a very great temple there. Now we can see Yogpit. And what he did to build that temple? He didn't ask rich and influential people to, okay, you give me 10,000 rupees, you give me this. He went to each and every person in the Bengal and asked only 1 rupee. Each person, even if you give 10 rupees, he will return you 9 rupees. I want only 1 rupee from each person. Now somebody will say, why you're doing this? If somebody will ask, I'll give you 1 million euro. Okay, why not give me? Why only 1 euro? So, but the idea of Bhaktivinoda Thakur was that I want everyone to participate in building this temple for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he took up this task and collected only 1 rupee from each person. Such was his heart. And this is one of the contributions that he gave to us. That's why we are able to go to Mayapur. That's why Mayapur is Mayapur. Next contribution he gave is his Vaishnava songs. He wrote so many Vaishnava songs. Actually, prominently, there are only 2 acharyas who wrote so many Vaishnava songs. One is Narottam Das Thakur, another is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Sharanagati is a collection of 5 books. I guess it is 5 books with so many Vaishnava songs. Can you guess any Vaishnava song which we sing every day in our temple? Written by
Jai Radha Madhava.
Jai Radha Madhava, very nice. And the other?
Mahaprasad Govinda.
Mahaprasad Govinda, Hari Bol.
You can't miss.
Bhogarati.
Bhogarati. Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala Shri Gora Hari.
Gaurarati.
Gaurarati. How is the last line? Gauranga. Gauranga Vaibhav dekhe. Bhakati Vinod dekhe. Gauranga Sampad. Similarly, Yashomati Nandana Braj Varanaga. So all those Vaishnava songs that we are still singing nowadays. And next contribution that he made in our life is his books. Although he has 13 children, married twice. First of his wife left his body because of some accident, so he married again, and he has 13 children. Such a highly positioned, like you can imagine if he is a district collector. So what kind of a schedule he used to have? We'll discuss about it a little later. So, despite being on such a top-notch position, having 13 children, he used to he wrote more than 80 books, and few of his very popular books are Harinam Chintamani, Bhajan Rahasya, Jaiva Dharma, Kalyan Kalpataru, Navdeep Dham Mahatya, Sharnagrati, like that. And not only because he was so expert in English also and in preaching also. So not only he wrote books, he printed books, he also sent book to he was the first one who sent books or the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the Western world. In 1896, he sent his book Life and Percept of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, to McGill University in Canada. Anybody knows why 1896 is also prominent for us? Yes, that's the birth year of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada. In the same year, he also sent this copy of a book to McGill University. And when devotees, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to, when Srila Prabhupada went to Canada, he asked his followers to go and check in the McGill University, and they found that book still there.
This book is still there.
So
Montreal.
in Montreal, yes, McGill University, Montreal. So next contribution that's still impacting us, he made a prophecy that soon there will be a personality who will preach the holy name of Hari all over the world. And we all know, we all understood that who is that personality? Srila Prabhupada. He made another prophecy also that soon there will be a very big temple, a very magnanimous temple, which will attract all the people from all the world to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Which is that temple? TOP, Temple of Vedic Planetarium. Generally by the laws of Vastu Shastra or by rules of constructing temple, either they should be eastern faced or north faced, in the direction of sun or in the direction of Great Himalayas. But TOVP is not in the direction of either in the east or north. It is in the direction of south, completely opposite. Why this is so? Because they wanted to build in a manner so that Thakur Bhaktivinoda from his home can see TOVP. Imagine nowadays where the home of Thakur Bhaktivinoda is, what he would have seen. Just next to his home is Jalangi River, and at that time there was no buildings, not even huts was there. It was only and only a plain rice paddy field. And at that time, by looking towards the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he envisioned that there would be a very magnanimous temple. So that's why they made this temple facing the house of Thakur Bhaktivinoda. So these were the few of the many contributions that he made that is still impacting our lives. So that and now some learnings that we can take from his from his life is that first learning that we can take from his life is avartha kalatvam. Avyarth kalatvam. That seeing that each and every moment is utilized, not spoiled. I'm not talking here about time management. Time management is something different. That okay, from this to this I will do this, from this to that. This is my leisure time. In this time I will relax. So sorry, my health was not good, so I could not prepare my notes nicely. I'll just open it right now. So this is the schedule of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which I'm going to show you on the screen. That's how his day was. So let's start with the rest. So 8 p.m. he used to go to bed and rest for very long 2 hours only. 10 to 4 he used to write books. He used to do research from the previous, there was no previous acharyas at that time. Or there may be like Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, but we don't know that how much their work was available at that time. So he used to read Shastras and write on them, comment on them, translate them into Bengali. So somehow, 10 to 4 or this night time, our Acharya Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they gave up their personal comfort so that we can have these books, we can have these Shastras. At that time, nobody was there to disturb them also. So from 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. he used to study Shastra and write commentary on them in Bengali. From 4 to 4:30, a short nap or a short rest. From 4:30 a.m. till 7 a.m. japa. And if you've been to home of Thakur Bhaktivinoda, on first floor still there is a room where he used to live. And how he used to do chanting, he used to close his door and very loud chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That kind of chanting he used to do, very loud one, so that there is no scope for Maya or mind to go here and there. So 7 to 7:30 he used to do correspondence. Correspondence nowadays WhatsApp or telephone calls. At that time there was no telephone. There was no other way of communication. Only way of communication was letters. Receiving, reading letters and writing letters. So he used to do that from 7 to 7:30. In Thakur Bhaktivinoda's home, still there is a fan which run on kerosene oil. Like it has an internal combustion engine in it. You have to put kerosene oil, and the kerosene oil runs the engine. From that, the fan used to operate. So from 7:30 to 9:30, he used to do his personal studying Shastras. From 9:30 till 10, bath and prasadam. And how much prasadam he used to take? Half a liter milk, fruits, and 2 chapatis only. No shahi paneer, no dal makhani, nothing like that. Very, very light prasadam. From 10 to 1 p.m, court duties. And now one very great thing about him is, like generally if a person is on a very high position, on a very elevated position, so the government or the office provide them cab or a car so that they can go anywhere. But at that time there was no cab available. There was no car. There were only either bullock cart, horse-driven cart, or trains. So he was so important for British government that they lay special railway tracks for him only.
From home, yeah.
You know,
Work.
special there was a train who used to carry him from home to his court and back from court to his home. No, never I heard anything like that. That one person is so important that there was a special train arrangement for it. A track was laid down and train used to run just to carry him. So he was such an important person for British government. It is mentioned, I heard from the previous my seniors that what others for solving if suppose for a case if other judge or other magistrate take months, he used to complete that in days. He was such an efficient person. And from 1 to 2, refresh at home. He again used to come back with the train to his home, refresh, take fruits, take lunch or something, and then again from 2 to 5, he used to do court duties again. So no way we can go near him to to follow this schedule. We will become mad in following this schedule. So, but the learning that we can learn, that we can take from his schedule is that he has precisely time for everything. You might have this question that what is there between 5 to 8?
I was wondering, actually the train, it was not good room because he had to go to Jagannath Puri temple.
No, it was before.
Before
He was magistrate in Jagannath Puri, then he came to Krishnanagar.
So the train went from Jagannath Puri.
No. His court was there in Krishnanagar. So the train used to carry him from nowadays Swaroopganj or Godrum Dweep to Krishnanagar and back.
I understand that.
It's not an 8-hour journey to Jagannath Puri. So from 5 to 8 he used to carry his, he has 13 children also, family also, he has to give time to them also. So what we can learn here is avarth kalana. Every second, time is also energy of Krishna. Actually time is Krishna. Kalo asmi. So, and Krishna is unbiased to everybody. He has given everybody 24 hours. Nobody can say, Krishna is biased towards somebody and he gave him more hours and he gave me some less hours to me. No. So we have to see that, whatever Krishna has provided, to use it in the service of Krishna. So you have to see whether the moment that I am living is spoiled or utilized. So not only we have to do nice time management also, but we have to see that each second, each minute that we are getting, that we are breathing, must be utilized properly, must not be spoiled. So this is the first teaching that we can get from him. Second teaching that we can learn from him is firm faith in the process of Krishna consciousness. When he was magistrate in Jagannath Puri, there was a I don't know how to say tantric in English.
Black magician.
Yes, black magician.
Really?
Yes. His name was Vish Kishan, and he used to preach to the people that I am Mahavishnu. And he also had 2 associates who were Shiva and Brahma. And because he knew black magic, black arts, so he used to show some magic to people. He used to create fire from his long matted hairs also.
Wow.
And at times he used to solve problems of people also. But for that, even at that time, India was not India like today. It was a country. It was just a collection of more than 500 princely states, small states. With each state has their own kings. So many of the kings of those princely states also used to visit Vish Kishan, and pay their obeisances. Used to provide money every month so that Vishkishan can enjoy. And even on top of that, Vishkishan used to do Rasa Leela also.
Really?
Yes. And nobody was like, even Britishers were afraid of him because he was so influential among the people and he was so powerful also in his black magic that none of the policemen wants to go there and arrest him. Although the orders were there. So I just forget the name of the person yesterday night because I could not collect my notes properly. So the official above Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he ordered that this Vishkishan must be. Actually, the plan of Vishkishan was that he will gather all the people. He will join all these princely states of Odisha, and he will become the king of this whole place, this whole area. This was his plan. So as soon as British government or British official they get to know that this Vishkishan is planning a coup against them, so then they ordered to arrest this person, but nobody was ready to go there. Nobody wanted to die. So then they gave this order to Thakur Bhaktivinoda at that time, Kedarnath Dutt. So he himself went there, and he by his own efforts he arrested Vishkishan. But Vishkishan was very powerful magician, like in black arts. So he told Thakur Bhaktivinoda that what you are doing, you have to pay for this. And eventually it happened. Then not only Bhaktivinoda Kedarnath Dutt's health deteriorated so much that he was on the verge of dying. His own daughter was also about to die. Her health also deteriorated so much, but he didn't budge because not only this person Vishkishan was cheating people, he was also portraying himself as Mahavishnu, the incarnation of Krishna, and doing Ras Leela. Such a great offense he was doing. So to establish the right principle, he went forward with all these difficulties also. The trial went on for 18 days, and the more the trial with the passing of each day, the health of Thakur Bhaktivinoda and his daughter deteriorated so much that it was almost like they are sure they are going to die. But he still, he didn't back up. He didn't, budge. So on 18th day, from his learnings, he get to know that the power of these black magicians are there in their long matted hair. So the 18th day, what they did, they cut the hair of this person, Vishkishan. And as soon as they cut the hair of this person, all that black magic died. The health of that the daughter of Bhaktivinoda and Bhaktivinoda Thakur improved, and eventually this person Vishkishan becomes so weak that he could not even walk just by cutting his matted hair. So eventually he committed suicide in the jail afterwards. But Thakur Bhaktivinoda established the right principle by his own example. So this is the learning that we can take, that yes, while following the path of dharma, there are always difficulties. None of our acharyas has their path set with roses. Srila Prabhupada went to US and so many people were waiting for him. Oh, Swamiji came. Srila Prabhupada mentioned in the song Markine Bhagavad Dharma that he didn't know why Krishna you brought me here. But he has this firm faith in the process that nachao Krishna nachao se mathe. Kashtera putli yatha nachao se mathe. That the way you want to make me, you want me to dance, make me dance. Just like a wooden puppet, make me dance. So also His Divine Grace Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, there is a quote by him that those who are specially favored by Krishna find their path set with thrones. So if you are facing some challenges, some difficulties in preaching Krishna consciousness or in practicing Krishna consciousness, so this is special favor of Krishna. Always take it like that and go on, and Krishna will provide all help. Eventually devotees come victorious. So So one must have firm faith in the process. Like our problems, the problem that we are facing is very small as compared to the problem faced by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, or Srila Prabhupada. Imagine Srila Prabhupada was there in New York, and in the late in the night, the person he was living with attacked him under the influence of drugs. And now Srila Prabhupada was on the road, sitting on a bench with his suitcase, nowhere to go. This is not our situation. We cannot possibly be in such situation. There's so many ISKCON temples. I can go anywhere, right? So, so we might think that our problems are very big problems, but no, they are not. As compared to the problems of the problem faced by our acharya, it is nothing. So just stick to the process. Have faith in Krishna, and Krishna will provide everything. Everything will be right. And third teaching that we can take from the life of Bhaktivinoda Thakur is use everything in the service of Krishna. So he was so accomplished. He was district magistrate. He has such an influence over everything. He can turn the whole system. So he used all that, his power, his position in the service of Krishna. He collected money from each and every person. Wherever he goes, nobody could say no to him. He was such a elevated person. So he collected money for Yogpith. He accessed the archaeological maps and charts of that area so that he can find out where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace is. He used his position to establish right principles also. So whatever Krishna has provided us, whether our position, intelligence, body, money, use it in the service of Krishna. Krishna has provided it, and the right use of all those things is to use them in the service of Krishna. If we are not using it, then we are it's like stealing from Krishna. So these are my thoughts on Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So we'll pray that he blesses us all, so that we can also remain firm on this path of Krishna consciousness and use everything in the service of Krishna. So anybody has any comment, questions, corrections, you kindly do.
Could you talk a little more about the market of the holy name that we just sang?
Yes.
Namata.
Namhatta. Let me open this. So we'll read the meaning of it. Let Thakur Bhaktivinoda speak about it. There is the news of its great result. Sorry? I am singing the news of great happy tidings. So there is a great news. One very nice magazine opened. And what they are selling, who has opened it? Lord Nityananda who has opened it. And what they are selling the holy names. The highest thing in the world. How this Vaishnav song goes, the last line. Udilo Aruna Purava, what is the last line of that song? Naam bina kichu nahi ko aaj, 14 bhuvan mali. That in the whole 14 planetary systems, the highest thing is holy names. So they are selling it. The highest thing they are selling it in Surpuri Kunj. The news of its great result is that he is selling pure holy names in the marketplace for the price of only one's faith. Only one's faith. That you must put faith in the holy name and everything will be yours. Lord Nityananda is the proprietor of the market. Seeing all the devotees become attracted, he is selling the holy names after bargaining with them. He is not just giving, so he is doing little bargaining also. That you have to give him faith and he will give you the highest thing. Oh brother, if you want to buy holy name, then go with me. We must go to the presence of great soul Nityananda. So when we get to know that there is a great soul or a sale going on everywhere, we'll tell our near dear ones also that you can buy it from there. So that's how this word is spreading, that they are selling the holy names. Come, everybody come, please take. Like our salesman every day goes and advertise that there is a great soul going on. They are selling the holy names. You will buy the names of Krishna, I will take my commission. All of our desire will be fulfilled. So there is a profit for both of us. That you will buy the highest thing, and I will get 10%. Das turi laibo ami purna have kaam. So I will take my 10%. Actually, at times people think that what you are getting by doing such book distribution, by doing Harinam every day, by preaching, what's in it for me, for you? Yeah, what you are getting? We are also getting some commission. That commission is spiritual commission. Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, nobody can be more dear to me than one who is preaching. Lord Nityananda is greatly merciful. Taking only one's faith, he gives the highest ecstasy. It is we have to put faith somewhere. Even when we go to a barber shop, we have to put a whole faith in that person that he will not, turn the razor horizontally. He know how to cut hair. When we sit in a bus, we have to put faith in the driver also. We never knew this driver. We didn't know whether he knew how to drive bus or not. But we put faith. When we sit on an airplane also. Like still this bus and train, everything is on the land, but airplanes on the in the sky. You have to put whole faith in the process that this person knows how to fly airport. The plane is very right. There is enough fuel in it. So similarly, we have to put the faith in Krishna also, in the holy names also. If Nitai sees only once tears in the eyes while chanting the name Gora, then he gives all resources to that person. So everything is available. You just have to chant Gora!
Gora! Gora!
Gora! So he gives the pure teachings of Krishna to everyone and does not care for one's birth, wealth, knowledge and strength. No discrimination. Available for everybody. So whether you are a sannyasi or a householder, whether you are a brahmachari or a grasta, whoever you are, in whichever position you are, anybody can come and take. There is no more fear in this age of Kali. The merciful Nityananda gives the holy name to even Chandalas. The lowest of the lowest also. The lowest you are, the more deserving candidate you are for the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And Thakur Bhakti knows is calling everybody to take the shelter of Lord Nityananda's holy feet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I think you joined the 9th.
Really? No, please.
Sorry.
I paraphrased it. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thakur Bhakti Vinod ki
Jai.
Shilopad ki
Jai.
Jai Gaur Premanande.
Hare
Basta Parayana Prabhu ki.
Jai.
Donc,